Down, 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 down. I did not mean to open creations.
You will be scanned as you enter the city. Okay. No. Bounty, you're clear. Enjoy your visit.
Here on Vanguard business?
Got a call? Someone's power kept going out?
Yassine, these orders can't be... Yes. Yes, sir. Consider it done.
Hello.
That must make you my Vanguard captain. Welcome to Interstellar Affairs. I'm Deputy Chief Diplomat McIntyre, Chief Yassine's second-in-command. I heard you were instrumental in protecting the city from the attack. You have my gratitude.
I was also told the President wants us to get you into the Armistice archives ASAP. So, we've got no time to waste. You know what the archives are, correct?
Yeah. They're repositories for all the banned data from the Colony War. And banned weapons and banned. Bunch of war crime stuff.
Someone paid attention in current events. So, then you also know that it was originally managed by the 3 major galactic players.
Yeah, House Varun.
Access to the archives is only granted in cases of dire emergency, and requires a one-time use code from each of the 3 Armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun.
Now, the UC is already on board, so that means we'll need to convince 2 people. The ambassadors of the Freestar Collective and House Varun to hand over their codes. Get them both and you'll have your data. But that's a lot easier said than done.
You'd think they'd be clamoring to help after the space
I
attack.
couldn't agree more. However, both ambassadors have reasons they won't, or can't, work with us. Now, I'll provide guidance on how we believe you can acquire each code, but ultimately, it'll be up to you to get them both to cooperate.
And I do mean cooperate. Threats and violence are off the table here. Though that doesn't mean we can't get creative.
But it does mean we need to get you up to speed on who you're dealing with. Who do you want to start with? Ambassador Radcliffe of Freestar, or Ambassador Balmore of House Varun?
Tell me about the Freestar ambassador.
The good Ambassador Radcliffe. She's a veteran of the Colony War, and her only goal in life is to make ours miserable.
If Sam is any example of how stubborn the Freestar people can be, then I can imagine how difficult it must be dealing with this ambassador.
Now, officially, our office is suggesting you try and negotiate with her. Use your experiences as a member of the military and with the threat we're facing to convince her to lend her support. And who knows? Maybe that'll work. Stranger things have happened. But my suspicion is we're going to have to rely on other tools to get her code.
Alright, tell me about these other tools then.
Certainly. See, good diplomacy is all about the careful application of pressure. We just need to find the squeeze.
UC Intelligence has a recording device planted in the ambassador's living quarters, which we suspect you can use to your advantage.
But getting caught trespassing is a quick way to land yourself in an embassy holding cell.
So, if you are going to try and access the device, you're going to need to find a way in there without being seen.
Got it.
Report suggests there's a disgruntled staff member you might be able to pump for intel. Maybe even convince to work with you.
Alright. What can you tell me about the staff member?
Name's Cameron Long. He's younger than Ratcliffe, bears less of a grudge towards the UC. He works closely with the ambassador, making him a promising source for information on the ins and outs of embassy life. And someone who very likely hates her guts.
Any of the other things in the embassy I should avoid?
Yes, many. Don't steal anything. Don't get caught anywhere you're not supposed to. Absolutely do not harm anyone. If something goes wrong, we'll do our best to smooth things over, but I can't make any promises.
That's all the info I need. Thank you.
All right. Here, your diplomatic ID. I'll give them a heads up, you're on your way. Not likely to let you through the door otherwise.
Now tell me about the ambassador of House Faroon.
Ambassador Balmore's a challenge.
When the rest of House Varoon retreated into seclusion shortly after the signing of the armistice, Balmore stayed here.
He's since lent his support to a small number of archival requests, so there's real hope he might again. Though claiming to know how a member of House Varoon thinks is a quick way to earn yourself a psych eval.
House Faroon can be reasoned with their people.
Well said. There's no reason to assume they're any worse than us, despite their cultural beliefs.
Of course, but there is another wrinkle.
We're not 100% sure Balmore's actually still alive.
His public appearances were always rare, but it's been several years now since he last poked his head out. Scans of the facility show life signs, but not the kind we were expecting.
Your task is to find him and kindly but firmly remind him of his duties under the armistice.
Alright. What do I do if he's
Then
dead?
you search the embassy for his biometric key, collect your code piece, and we'll go about notifying his next of kin, if we can ever find them. But let's hope it doesn't come to that.
What kind of life signs do you detect in the embassy?
The Varoon delegation brought more than a few of their native flora with them when they set up in the embassy. It seems those plants have been allowed to flourish, making it hard for us to verify what's flora and what's ambassador.
You're still hoping we're not chasing a corpse.
It would at least be a speedier negotiation. But I, of course, hope the ambassador is alive and well. Now, the embassy front door isn't an option, but our spies have stated there's a side entrance that should allow you access. Here, this device should get you all the way down to the embassy interior. Once you're inside, though, finding the ambassador is going to be up to you. And fair warning, we received a report that alarms might have been tripped inside the embassy during the attacks. Watch out for automated security in there.
Now, if you have additional questions or require clearance for a new approach we haven't already discussed, don't hesitate to ask. I'd suggest you start with Ambassador Radcliffe. Approach her while the attack is still fresh in her and her staff's mind. Be smart out there, Captain.
Got it.
Keeping the skies safe out there?
This space is
Sorry, but I need sign-off from the Interstellar Affairs office before I can set foot in there. You gotta be kidding me. It's plumbing, not pastry.
You are a visitor? You'll find the ambassador.
Hard to believe it's been 2 decades since we... I'm going to be upfront with you. I'm not happy visiting anything related to the Freestar Collective. But you lead, and I'll follow.
Terramorphs? As in more than one? All that security and they still can't protect their own spaceport. The UC never fails to disappoint. I just wish I hadn't received the news from an SSNN broadcast. We have a strategic advantage to maintain, Mr. Long.
Of course, ma'am. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Excuse me. Are you supposed to be in here?
This building is Freestar sovereign territory. So in here, we're the law.
I'm sorry. Do you have an appointment?
Captain Miles, UC Vanguard. I need to talk with you, Ambassador.
Ah, you're the one McIntyre called about. The eyewitness. She said you were at the spaceport. You have my thanks for what you did down there, truly. Saved many lives. Now, she also mentioned that, and maybe it was just a bad connection, that now the UC wants terramorph data from the Armistice archives, some of the most highly guarded information in the galaxy, in order to protect us all. I can only presume you're here to tell me I misheard her and that they didn't send you, local hero, to futilely beg on their behalf. Tell me I've got that right.
You heard correctly. We need access to the archives.
I was afraid of that. Let me be frank, Captain. The answer is no. That information is there because it is dangerous. I will not be the one responsible for its release. Now, why don't you quit wasting my time and yours, and go?
Please, Ambassador, just listen to what I have to say.
You're really gonna push this? All right, I will give you one chance. One to convince me. Understood.
Thank you, Ambassador.
I'm
Just hear me
listening.
out. You were a soldier. It was your job to protect, and that's what we intend to do with this data.
It's a job I take very seriously. It's why I'm even entertaining what you're suggesting right now.
We are asking for the terramorph data from the archives, nothing more.
That's all the UC would need to do some damage.
What happened here, and in Ledinium, could happen in the Freestar Collective unless you help us.
Are you suggesting we can't defend ourselves? The results of the colony war prove that's not the case. Captain, I'm sorry, but my answer is not changing. The UC is just gonna have to find another way. Now, I presume you can see yourself out.
Alright.
That woman is an absolute... Oh, sorry. Oh, what? You know, and like... Thank you again for everything you did for the city. Might not be here right now if it weren't for you.
I was just doing my duty.
Doubt the Vanguard would have a lot of recruits if that were the job description. But I'll take your point. But look, they said you were coming here on official business. The ambassador likes to handle all that personally, even if she does have trained diplomats here to help her. And I don't want to get shipped back to Aquila City, so you should probably go speak to her.
Sounds like you'd be doing a lot more. Like working with me.
You want to work with me? Why don't we talk somewhere a bit more private? So you want me to work with you? But why now? Why me?
We need help preventing more terramorph attacks, and we're not expecting this ambassador's support.
No, I think that's a pretty safe assumption. And no other city should have to go through what happened here. So then, what would you need from me?
I need to get to that access to our quarters without being seen.
Her quarters. Huh. Oh, that's doable. And you and the UC will be providing me with what for my services?
Got 1,000 credits with your name on them.
Oh, wait. I thought you were looking to hire me. Oh, I'm not taking a bribe.
You know what? I need to clear something with my superiors. I'll be right back.
Oh, all right. I'll be here.
If you have an appointment, they'll check you at the door.
Down with the FC! The Freestar Collective has no place in New Atlantis.
What's your problem with FC?
What's my problem with them? Really? I'm keeping the FC accountable for the terrible things they've done. The Colony War was an unforgivable tragedy. Countless lives could have been spared, but the Freestar Collective was out for blood. The Freestar Collective took my father away from me.
What happened was terrible, but we all have to try and move on.
But that's not what I want. I don't want us to move on. I want people to wake up and realize what the FC did to us, and I want them to be angry. I want justice and closure for everyone in the UC.
What do you think should happen to the FC embassy?
Well, I want it torn down, of course. The fact that there's even an embassy for them here after what they did, it's infuriating. Tear it down. Tear it all down.
Diplomacy is what we need to make sure another colony war won't happen again. We need that embassy.
Ha! Diplomacy? That doesn't mean anything to the FC. They'll break any law and treaty that they feel like. It doesn't matter to them. Back to business.
You know I went to chef school? Same exact word.
Welcome back.
Restart clip.
Official line is that you're... My suggestion. She's also got a... Good luck then, Captain.
Do I have 8,000 credits? Yeah.
Captain, can I help you?
Dang, that's a clear window.
Something I'm interested in.
Sorry. Everyone's a little on edge after the attack.
I can get you into Radcliffe's.
8,000 credits.
That much, huh? Okay, no, okay, yeah. Okay, so there's a utility corridor that leads to the ambassador's quarters, which you can access through the main conference room. Here, the key. Whatever you do, don't let the guards see you entering or exiting the utility section, or you're gonna be in serious hot water. I'll keep an ear out for more instructions from the UC.
Detected. Patching in playback.
Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch! Cameron!
Are you alright, Ambassador?
It seems the Council of Governors has rejected my appeal to join. Again. Which means you and I are stuck in this colonial rat cage until we die. But I think we might need to. We should expedite the process.
What are you getting at, ma'am?
I mean, my requests keep being rejected because they don't want to add a seat, right? But what if? What if one opened up? The Meister's heart in what it used to be. It's not like anyone would miss him.
Eva, I think it's time to get some sleep.
Just think about it. Maybe we can reach out to some experts at that sort of thing, huh?
Good night, Eva.
It's incredible.
Did I not make myself abundantly clear, Captain? You're not getting access to the archives.
I know your plan to replace someone on the Council of Governors.
Excuse me? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Don't play dumb, Ambassador. It's embarrassing.
No. If the Council found out, I'd lose my position. I'd be exiled. Look, I believe we may have gotten off on the wrong foot. The issue at hand is one of trust, no? So perhaps if I can trust you to keep this little secret between us, then maybe we can find a way to trust the UC with access to the archives.
You got yourself a deal.
Good. I appreciate you working with me. Just like I'm sure our great powers will. In fact, I think there's an opportunity here. Keep both our factions happy and ensure an air of legitimacy to the whole proceeding. We can only get you the information on the terramorphs. Anything else and people will get suspicious. And all research will need to be monitored. Freestar scientific observers making sure everything's being used for the right purposes. But those 2 items should be enough to allay any suspicions.
I can agree to those terms.
Good. Okay, let's go get you your access.
You're finally being reasonable. What's right here?
They tell me it should only take a moment. And there. It's not supposed to be a long process. It is for emergencies, after all.
Exactly. It's like...
When someone insults you...
Is there anything in the Varun embassy? Alright. Mhm. Yeah, there's a few magazines I should collect.
This isn't what I expected at all. It appears the flora they were using as decor has overgrown the entire embassy.
Hey.
When you have a moment, I'd like to speak to you.
Happy to listen. Set aside anything useful and just leave the rest. I have some. Thing I need to discuss with you.
Varun Scripture 06.
We should have a talk when you have the time.
So, what seems punishment becomes providence. A reminder we can never truly know the Great Serpent's designs for us. You have my thanks, and my apologies for the ordeal you just endured. Come, let us discuss.
Alright.
Not the ideal introduction, I suppose, giving you a grand tour of the embassy via barely functioning intercoms. I do greatly appreciate your persistence. I suspect the Venom tree upstairs has worked itself into more systems than I'd realized. But then again, who could cage such a beauty? Eh? Tell me though, what is it like outside? I heard the broadcast mentioning an attack. Then the embassy was struck with a power surge and then... silence. Has the rest of the city suffered quite so badly?
Is that what happened to your power surge?
I take it you didn't have such an experience where you were then, hmm? Yes, the entire embassy was thrown into lockdown, trapping me in my quarters, disabling the Venom tree's filters, and arming the defenses. A disconcerting experience, to say the least. Was the rest of the city spared?
Did you see that thing throwing out clouds upstairs? It's called a venom tree. Is it poisonous?
Harmless spores, you have my word, but hard to navigate. Hence why I was guiding you through the intercoms to restore the environmental controls. And release me. It is the sap of the tree that gives it its... well, perhaps not a topic for this exact moment. But I must know of the rest of the city. Does it still stand?
The spaceport is in rough shape, but nothing else was damaged.
Is that right, huh? I shall need to have these repairs seen to sooner rather than later. Now, it cannot solely be the Serpent's grace that brought you here at such an opportune moment. You were sent by the UC. That much is obvious. Who else could just waltz through my door, hmm? And the broadcast spoke of terror morphs at the spaceport. A worrying occurrence, certainly, but coming here of all places, when all I could provide is some enthused cheerleading and... an archive code. So the UC requires information, then. On terror morphs, presumably, hmm? Do I see this all clearly?
Correct, we're gonna use the data in the archives to better understand and stop these attacks.
The preservation of life stands as the very purpose of the archives. Using its data to prevent more attacks, there is logic there. But if I am to grant you access, I have a requirement. For years, House Varun has been known only as an agent of slaughter. We founded this embassy with hopes of shedding that legacy. With little success. In exchange for my code, I require this. You must be the one who ensures it is used for good. Ensure House Varun's legacy is more than just carnage. The knowledge you ask for isn't evil. No knowledge is. It is we who bend it to evil ends. Now, you must assure me this will be used to save lives, not endanger them.
You don't need my assurances. Independent observers will verify it's used responsibly.
We'll do everything we can to make certain that happens.
Well, then I shall not fear. Please, follow me.
You have a moment. I'd like to speak to you.
Let's hope it still works. And there. Let it be used for good. Will we all be so lucky next time the archives need to be accessed? Something to think on.
Why'd you stay behind?
House Varun committed itself to the armistice. This was said at the time to be the desire of the Great Serpent, and I do not believe the Serpent decides such things on a whim. So, when my brethren left, I remained, honoring the Serpent's will as I saw fit. This is the right of all his followers.
Where's the rest of the embassy?
The affairs of House Varun are our own. They left. That is all there is to be said on the subject.
have something I need to discuss with you. A lot on your mind?
I asked my boss what they're doing to stop new alien.
Picked up something you might be interested in. So, I've given everything we've discussed a lot of thought, and I've decided I'd like Aja Mamasa to conduct our marriage ceremony.
I think that's a wonderful
I
idea.
knew you'd understand. So, with that settled, I suppose we just keep it a quiet ceremony? Just the two of us?
I think we should invite Sona.
Oh, that's sweet of you to suggest, but I think bringing Sona all the way to Aja's home...
Did you want to invite
Honestly,
everyone from Constellation?
no. I respect everyone at Constellation, but this is part of my personal life. If it's all the same to you, I'd like to keep my personal feelings about us separate from Constellation.
Sounds cozy. I think they'll be very
All
nice.
right, it's settled then. I'll send a message to Aja asking for her to preside over the ceremony. As soon as you're ready, let's head to Paradiso. I can't tell you how much this means to me. I love you. Hey there. Glad to see you again. Yep, here you go. We should get a drink sometime. Please, if you experience...
Oh,
Welcome
goodness.
to UC...
So
Oh.
robotic. Resources, adhesive. Oh.
Oh, well...
You're always welcome back, if you don't mind a bit of a wait.
Yes?
Service with a smile. That's the UC way.
What is everyone doing here?
Any day you make it through is a victory in my book.
Hey, Captain. Need help with anything?
I have to admit, your abilities are making me a bit jealous.
Yeah, what's up?
Nice, nice. So what's your next trick?
should inspect your ship for heat leeches every couple landings. They'll cause plenty of havoc if left unchecked.
I can't think of a better place to recharge and ready ourselves for our next mission.
Zero wiring video.
You know, only the fight.
You didn't hear this from me, but those ecliptic mercenaries, the factions use them sometimes. Freestar Collective and UC both. That's why they give them a wide berth.
You're only as safe as your... Yes, by all means.
I do remember needing those.
Good luck on all your adventures.
Bulk items may require more. Welcome to UC Dis. Yes, of course. to it then. Walter spends a fortune to maintain the lodge, but I'd say it's worth every credit.
Be careful if you run into those.
I'm pleased to report that our stocks are. Welcome to UC. Oh, well. Right, right. Come back if you need something else.
can't think of a better place to recharge and ready ourselves from. If I can help you with anything, let's see what you've got.
Don't stay away too long.
Guess I could go to the well.
Hope you're finding every. Oh, please take. Thanks for coming in.
I am not a star.
Here to shoot the breeze?
Always a pleasure. Glad to haul. Hope we can talk later. While we're here, it wouldn't hurt if we checked in at the lodge.
How can I be of service, Captain?
I wonder if any discovery reports have come in while we were away.
Come on. Gunslinger's Guide 05. Oh, I got that as well. Two things for the well.
I still can't believe you can do that.
What? Oh,
I'm pleased to report that our stop. Welcome to UC. Oh, well.
Hmm.
You're always welcome back. If you don't mind a bit
If
of
you
a wait.
want help, If you have any gear, you... Oh, I love catching up with you. Let's do it again sometime. Nice work. What else are you going to make?
Captain Miles, it is pleasant to see you.
Everyone's welcome, so long as you keep your hands to yourself. Understand? No causing trouble in here.
Always nice to see a fresh face around here. You stop in whenever you'd like.
New Atlantean 05. Nice.
I help out Henry from time to time.
Captain. You're back sooner than... wait. Did you actually succeed? With Radcliffe? And Balmore? We're all in agreement.
And Balmore's alive thanks to yours truly. And yes, I got his goat.
You saved him. You Vanguard really do take that above and beyond thing seriously, don't you? Fine work. And now, I've already arranged everything with the archival monitors. When you get down there, the UC monitor will give you instructions on how to deploy the codes. Follow them to the letter. Here, the UC code piece and an archival access card. The entrance is just on the other side of the plaza across from Mast. Absolute best behavior down there, all right?
Nice. Excuse me.
Saw your ship come in. Nice ride.
And after the UC Navy's defeat at the Battle of Cheyenne by the Freestar Collective's ragtag fleet, both sides decided the time had come to bring the colony war to an end. So, the two parties...
No chit-chat on duty.
Welcome, Captain, to the Archives. To proceed, you will need to deposit your codes into the 3 corresponding receptacles. Once they are verified, I will open the door. Your data resides in Unit 18. You will not be able to access any of the other units. Once you've collected your data, return to the entrance. You may insert the first of the archival codes when you're ready to begin. You may proceed, Captain.
Interesting. There's something I want to check on really quickly. Vendor facts upon contraband, weapon case, unique weapons, cabinet chambers. Mm-hmm. No notes.
Hello.
There you are.
Captain. Surprised to find out we're having visitors as we work.
Major Sinan and I were just discussing the merits of your planned interfactional cooperation. I think it's a great idea. Get them invested in the solution. Make it clear we've got nothing to hide.
I'm sure they'll be lovely house guests.
Now, Captain, if you wouldn't mind transferring the documents to the Major, she and I have been discussing next steps.
Time for us to start getting some real answers. And figure out if we've been asking the right questions.
Yeah, that's fair.
So whenever you're ready.
I made someone a promise, Hadrian. Can you ensure me that this data will be used for good?
Yes. It will be. Percival and I have done our damage. This is us starting to put some things right.
Plus, you don't need her word. We'll be setting up oversight alongside the collective.
Here, you may take possession of the Terramorph data.
Acknowledged and accepted, Captain. So, with the data out of the way, we've been discussing where exactly this work's getting done. The Red Devil's headquarters on Mars, back where you found Percival, seemed the natural spot. Already has the equipment, the safety measures. Should even be able to house its own cadre of independent observers. Though it sounded like the deputy had a few more things she needed to discuss with you first.
Indeed. The most important of which is getting you your citizenship.
Then I guess we'll see you on Mars.
Captain, if you'll follow me.
Fancy armor you got there. Almost puts the Marines to shame. Almost.
All right, Captain. Are you ready to become a citizen of the United Colonies?
Ready.
Good. This isn't the only item we need to discuss, so I'll give you the short version. Please raise your hand. Captain, through your actions today and in days past, you have earned your place among the United Colonies. Through service, bravery, strength, and upholding of the mutual good. Will you carry and cultivate these values for as long as you remain a citizen?
I will.
Then, Captain, I'm pleased to welcome you into the United Colonies as a full citizen. Here, your official ID and your citizenship dispensation.
We've also let the Aphelion Realty office out in the plaza know you're approved to purchase property.
Nice.
Now, the other item we needed to discuss. There's a member of the UC who's asked to speak to you, but this person is in a sensitive position.
Normally, we wouldn't even consider something like this, but we think this person has information that could prove useful in dealing with the Terramorphs. And they've stated they'll only share it with you. They asked for you by name.
So I need your agreement that everything you're about to see is kept in the strictest confidence. You can tell no one. Can you agree to these terms?
Ask for me by my name? Who are you talking
I'm
about?
sorry. I can't share any more without your word. Do I have it?
I guess I'll take
Let's
it.
hope it never comes to that. Head to the elevator. You're going to subsection 7. I'll make sure you're cleared for access by the time you get there.
wonder how the Crimson Fleet seems to be everywhere?
I've lived in New Atlantis almost my entire life, and I had no idea this place even existed. The UC certainly excels at keeping secrets.
You may proceed down the corridor. But there are no additional visitors permitted. Your friend's gonna have to wait out here.
I'll be fine. You go on ahead.
Welcome, Captain. Please, come down and approach the intercom. You and I should chat.
Alright.
President Abeyo was kind enough to give me a few files to peruse. Quite the series of accomplishments you've managed. But now you face a foe unlike any other. An invisible enemy, lurking in the shadows. You're going to need all the help you can get. Which is why I hoped we could speak. Do you know who I am?
You do look familiar.
There's a reason for that. Introductions first, though. I'm Francois Sanon, but most know me as Victus. I was an admiral during the Colony War. One of its great villains, if you believe the slates. I was to be executed for my crimes. But the previous regime deemed me too valuable to simply discard. So they put me here. A sacrifice on the altar of peace. Even my death served the colonies.
So the UC faked your death then?
One final act of rebellion by the leadership that lost the Colony War. The trial was authentic. I faced tribunal with dignity, but my execution, staged. A lethal injection that was anything but. The cabinet at the time, long gone now, wished to keep me on as an advisor. And considering the other option, I was in no place to refuse. So I elected to trade my freedom for my continued existence. But such is the life of a soldier.
Definitely one of the cheddar ghosts I've met, except what do you want?
I want to help you, and my progeny Hadrian, prevent more attacks. Though I am curious, has she shared with you the nature of our little family?
Kind of a stretch to call what you two had a family.
Unfortunately, I'm inclined to agree with you. Our relationship has always been a challenging one. The Major was born to become a great leader, carry on the legacy I established, and was given all the finest training to support it. And she excelled. But the universe cut all that short. Now, though, it's placed even more crucial work in front of the two of you. And I think I have a part to play in helping you accomplish what you've set out to do.
I'm listening.
After some long years earning the trust of this current regime, the UC has been permitting me to work alongside one of their recovery teams. Helping them gather intelligence on, locate, and organize scenarios to lure in some of the criminals that evaded justice after the Colony War. With quite a few successes, I might add. But in the process, I managed to find something else. The names and locations of Hadrian and Percival's old research team. Valuable manpower for the effort you're about to embark on. I'll tell you where they are, exchange. I need something dealt with.
I'm sure I like the sound of this.
One task. That's all I require. There is a former colleague of mine, a man by the name of Dr. Reginald Orlays. Like myself and Hadrian, he was involved in some of the United Colony's more problematic lines of research. Mech weapons were his specialty. If it dealt death, he could make a deal more. When the colony war ended, he fled, refusing to face tribunal, and has continued to peddle his skills to the highest bidder to this day. But I finally found him. I want you to track him down and deal with him, however you're able. I'm not expecting he'll come quietly. Bring me evidence that the job's done, and I'll tell you what I know.
How about I arrest him and turn him over to Yuzi?
You can certainly try, but the man's been out there 20 years. He's likely gone feral by now. Easier for all if you simply blow up his ship and be done with it.
I'm not killing him, but if he's actually as bad as you claim, I'll consider bringing him into justice.
If that's what you require to sleep at night, so be it. According to my information, he's been hiding around the world of Etheria, Wolf System. There is a star station in the vicinity, the Den. The head of the local vanguard, one Captain Marquez, should be able to help you find our man.
Identity verified. You may proceed to the exit.
Back, eh? How's it going?
Let's get moving.
Sure, I'm right behind you.
Captain, did your meeting go well? I hope it's clear now why we needed you to agree to all the secrecy.
I was not prepared for that.
Surprised me too when I learned it. But the prisoner has proven useful over the years, and kept far from any major decision-making. But I do think it's worth re-emphasizing. No one else can know about this. All right?
You can't keep me from telling Hadrian.
Short of jailing you? No. You're right. But in this moment, I think it would be a big mistake to tell her. Though I presume he didn't call you down there simply to discuss his daughter.
The prisoner asked me to deal with Dr. Orlays. Figured you and I should discuss.
Dr. Reginald Orlays? He's finally found him. Of
course, killing Orlaise is completely out of the question. But bringing him to justice... He's been on the lam for years. That'd be a huge win for the UC.
What's being offered in return?
The location of Hadrian's old research team members.
Really? He found the members of the research team. We'd already initiated a search for them, but it'd save a lot of time and manpower if he just gave us that information. Captain, if that's the deal, you have my endorsement. Just so long as you make every effort to bring the man in alive. Now, was there anything else you wanted to discuss regarding your meeting?
Didn't have anything else to discuss.
Then I'll bid you good day, Captain, and remind you of the importance of discretion.
Greetings, citizen.
People joke, say those Varun Zeller.
I'm afraid, due to recent Welcome to UC Dis- Yes. Back to it then.
I know your type. The freewheeling space ace.
Engines firing. Here we go. Looks peaceful from up here, doesn't it? Navigational feedback checks out. We're in the right place. And you didn't even scratch the paint.
Anything I can help you with?
Good. How may the I hope we have what...
if you're ever in New Atlantis, mind putting in a good word for me? I don't think my messages to SSNN are getting through. I really did think this place would see a bit more action.
No offense, you seem out of love, place.
Well, I certainly feel that way. The Vanguard pilots don't seem to want to associate with me. And I don't agree with Mr. Romack's views on the colony war, so there are few options left to me. You know, I really thought volunteering for this assignment was going to be the boost to my career that I was looking for. Now I suspect even SSNN has forgotten about me.
You could always ask for a different assignment.
I could, so long as I don't mind seeming like an abject failure. And I just know that the day after I leave, some giant story will break. That seems to be the way things go. Goodbye, then.
Hi, how you doing?
Looking to lodge a complaint? Then you want UC security, not the Vanguard.
I am Vanguard. Super as Ultra.
Oh, apologies, Captain. Didn't recognize you without the uniform. So, what can I do for you?
Well, the uniform, it just wasn't advanced as this. And, dealing with terramorphs, I'd rather have them advanced. There's a wanted man hiding out in this sector. I need to find him.
Think you got some bad information. If there was a wanted man in our skies, he wouldn't still be out there. Unless... Are you talking about the Warlock? There's been rumor of a ship out there for years now. Doesn't respond to hails, never docks. More than a few amateur investigators have tried to find it, and at least 2 never came back. Aetherius debris fields are plenty dangerous if you're not used to flying in them. But if you're suggesting it might not have been the fields that got them, well, I can give you the coordinates of the Warlock's last sighting.
What can you tell me about this Warlock?
I mean, I honestly thought it was just a story board haulers told to amuse each other. But if the pilot of the Warlock really has been dusting our people, well, hopefully you're about to make our skies a whole lot safer.
I'll take those coordinates then.
Sure thing. Here, this should get you pointed in the right direction. Good hunting, and stay safe.
Evening, sir.
None of us would be here now weren't for Ve Victus. We'd all do well to remember that. Sure thing. Long live the UC.
The den. Marduk, Procyon, the pup. Falsetti, Valo, Vega, Volai, Wolf. UC Defense Manual 2.
Only a matter of time before I get promoted out of here.
Oh, hey, don't look at me. I'm just here for the liquor and the,
Time was this place would be full of
occasional
pilots,
odd
soldiers,
job
and
or
well-to-do
whatever.
types. Well, now that depends. You support the UC? Consider yourself a patriot?
Vanguard, if that counts.
Sure as hell does. Alright, maybe you can help me out. Had some posters made up a while back to remind folks of the good work Vae Victis has done for all of us. Try and push back against all the lies the government tells. I'd put them up here, but that's, caused some friction with the Vanguard pilots. I hate to see them go to waste, though. If a strong-willed, patriotic individual, such as yourself, were to make sure some of them were placed where they could inspire the people of the United Colonies, well, that'd be something. And there'd be some credits in it for anyone helping out the UC. What do you think?
Where do you want these posters put up?
I was thinking the well might be a good spot. People down there might be more receptive, don't you think? That's the spirit. All right. Posters are in the back there, and you just let me know when you're done. Tell your friends, we're open for business.
It's a little surprising, isn't it? Ow. Out here on the edge of UC space, but it's just so quiet.
Captain Miles, greetings.
I am, hands down, the best pilot in this dump. Don't let anyone tell you different.
You seem pretty confident about your abilities as a pilot.
Well, yeah. Why wouldn't I be? Oh, right. You haven't seen me fly. If you had, you'd know how good I am.
I find those who are truly skilled really need advertising.
What? I'm not advertising anything. I'm a pilot. For the Vanguard. Are you even paying attention? I'd offer to let you fly along on my next mission, but, oh, and I nearly forgot. Listen, I need a favor. I've got an application for a promotion in the Vanguard, but I haven't heard anything back. It's been a while. Their reply must have gotten lost along the way. It happens. We're really far from New Atlantis. Anyway, would you mind going there and following up for me?
Sure thing.
Just like that? Wow, that's great! I'm not gonna forget that you're doing this for me. This is just the start of my climb up the ranks. You'll see. Okay, you're gonna want to talk to Commander Tuwala. I'm sure he's aware of me because I've sent him a few messages now. Just bring back whatever message for me so I can get out of here, okay? Really appreciate it. Okay then.
cage!
Airlock integrity looks good.
Hey, how's it going?
Greetings, Captain.
I lost everything because of the UC. They will get no more!
Pilot emergency detected. Hatch override engaged. Error. File deletion cannot be completed. Ending process.
Well,
Don't worry about me. I've handled worse heat than this.
Captain Miles. Hello. I am that.
Hey, you need something?
I do like that.
We've detached. Let's get out of here. Smooth jump. Nice one.
This is United Colony Space. Maintain current course while we scan for contraband. Scan complete.
Hey, let me know if we're going to head into the well, so I can watch your back.
You should have... inspect your ship for heat leeches every couple landings.
You will be scanned as you enter the city.
There's a bit. If it belongs on your. Oh, please, take a look. Appreciate the business.
Important or not, I'm ready to listen.
Not your ship. Authorized personnel only. Fred has to stay here.
Yeah, I know.
Welcome back, Captain. Do you have some news for me regarding Dr. Olays?
I tried to bring him in, but he took his own life.
I'm not surprised. The man fled every consequence he ever faced. Of course, you don't expect me to just take you at your word, do you?
Found this, his ID.
Excellent. Please, deposit it in the transfer system.
Transfer accepted.
Would you look at that? Kept it all these years. Some simply couldn't let go of that old world. This is fine work, Captain. I can ensure the remaining team members find their way to the Red Devil's headquarters. Except for one. That one you'll need to collect yourself. His name is Kaiser. You can find him on the Freestar world of Nira, wandering the battlefield there. The area was ground zero for xeno-weapon deployments during the war, so I would arm yourself appropriately. And I think you'll want to check in with Hadrian and Dr. Walker before paying it a visit. Kaiser will likely have security protocols you'll need their help to overcome.
Is Kaiser probably a robot?
A military Model A, yes. Specifically customized for the needs of the Xeno warfare team during the Colony War. A powerful resource, if you can recover him.
Thanks for the information.
Of course. We're protecting the galaxy, Captain. We'll need every tool at our disposal.
if you need something. Sounds good? Lead on.
Keeping the skies safe out there?
Oh, I'm gonna have to think so there. Thank you all for watching.